Just when you thought that the Chinese servers couldn't get any better than NAEU servers, the Chinese World of Warcraft players get an amazing brand new server type called Titanforge servers. And this is absolutely insane, groundbreaking news. They get all of vanilla, TBC, Wrath of the Lich King on a level 80 server with phasing and the whole experience. So you get to do all of vanilla 1 to 60 with Wrath talents, I think, then TBC with the Wrath talents and everything a build up from beginning to end. Now, we're not sure on the exacts of all the information coming, but let me just show you all this tweet. I am not gonna bother speaking, Spanish here, because if I speak Spanish, I'm going to sound absolutely horrendous, chat. But we're gonna look at the Google Translate. What crazy is this? Blizzard announces a new server type, Titanforged. Classic plus TBC plus Wrath of the Lich King all at level 80 with content releasing differently across all the classic expansions. Right off the bat, this is probably one of the most insane server types possible. Like, straight up, I'm gonna keep it real. This is a version of, I don't want to say Classic Plus, but it's similar to Season of Discovery, except you just keep getting to experience all the content. They are getting vanilla, TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, back to back, knowledge ahead of time, systems and gameplay mechanics and whole ability arcs and cycles ahead of time. And they get to experience this. Now, as of right now, this is Chinese only, right? We don't know if this is coming to, let's translate from Spanish to English, right? This is not going to be a perfect translation. During the 20th anniversary presentation of World of Warcraft held in China, Blizzard and NetEase surprised the community with an unexpected announcement, the arrival of a new type of experimental server for WoW Classic called Forged by the Titans, or Titanforge servers. Provisional name based on the translation from Chinese. These new gaming worlds mix content from the game's first 3 eras and restructure it in a way never seen before. So, let's watch this trailer, shall we? We're gonna open it on YouTube and we're gonna take a quick look at it. Well, this is 34 minutes, so we're not actually going to watch the whole thing. Let's retranslate it. Okay. At the moment, the announcement has been made in China, but in Europe and America, we do not yet have official confirmation, so we must be cautious about our hype, right? So what are the Titanforge servers? It's a fusion of the content of the original World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade, and the Wrath of the Lich King, all integrated into the same playable environment. Players will be able to climb to level 80 by touring both the classic Azeroth and I don't know what those 2 words translate into. I don't think there was a proper translation there, but with a very particular twist. This content will be unlocked in random and progressive order. There will be no traditional timeline like on current classic servers. All dungeons and bans will be adjusted for level 80. Level 80 RFC. Level 80 Stratholme, level 80 Scholomance, level 80 Hellfire Ramparts. This also means that the raids will be leveled as well. So level 80 Molten Core, level 80 Black Temple, level 80 Sunwell, level 80 Tunax Ramesses. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm going to be real there. This type of server represents a radical reinterpretation of the classic model and seems like inspiration from both Season of Discovery's experimental approach in Dragonflight's remix system, combining nostalgia with accessibility and new progression systems. Release date and regional context. These new worlds will be initially launched in November this year. November this year. You think that we might get this at Gamescom for us? Gamescom announcement for new Classic Plus. Well, it's not Classic Plus, new season. What is the season going to be called? Season of everything? The season of Titan Forging? In principle, as exclusive content for players in China, it has not been confirmed whether they will be available globally later, but given Blizzard's recent history with other successful experiments such as WoW Remix or Season of Discovery, their arrival in the West could only be a matter of time. The announcement of this announcement is part of a broader roadmap presented for the Chinese market, which also includes Wrath of the Lich King Classic Final Stage, the launch of Mists of Pandaria Classic, Phase 5 and 6 of the experimental server A New Beginning of WoW Classic, the arrival of the 11.2 patch, and the long-awaited the long-awaited Remix Legion in retail. The appearance of these Titanforge servers opened the door for a new paradigm for classic WoW. Beyond the simple chronological recreation of expansions, with tight levels, redesigned booties, and random events, this formula could attract both nostalgic players and those looking for a fresh challenge with well-known mechanics. Look at this roadmap they got. You got the Wrath of the Lich King, very short Cataclysm, Mist of Pandaria. You then have, Anniversary right here. This is the remix server right here, the new Titanforge servers. You then have a regular Anniversary, and then you have TBC Anniversary. And that's only part 1 of the roadmap. Look at this. Look at the artwork they're getting. Kyle Thus, Lady Vaj, Yogg-Saron, the Lich King, Ragnaros, Illidan. You have Nefarian. This is some amazing content that the Chinese player base gets. And guess what we in North America and Europe get? We get a Mist of Pandaria level 85 boost for playing Season of Discovery. Why didn't they announce this for the West either? I don't understand. Do you know how hyped this shit is? This is fucking amazing. All the SOD plays would have gone to this. This is literally amazing content. The Chinese market literally got... It's not Classic Plus. But honestly, it might as well have been Classic Plus. It's wild that they got this custom official server that is just for them. The fact that you can do all the raids at level 80. You can do everything completely rescaled and retuned and redesigned for level 80 gameplay and talents. Which means Molten Core with a level 80 Thunder Fury. Atiesh at level 80. Karazhan at level 80. And the raids unlock in random order. So we could be going from Molten Core to Black fucking Temple, from Black Temple to ICC, from ICC to AQ, from AQ to Gruul's Lair and Magtheridon. From there we could be going to the Sunwell, then Naxxramas Wrath of the Lich King version, then Naxxramas Classic version. They could also be adding a whole bunch of random other shit. This is, by measure, one of the most insane announcements we've gotten, and nobody even knows about this. Like, I'm literally going to be making a thumbnail live, uploading this directly to YouTube, just so everybody understands what the Chinese player base is getting that we are missing out on. This is effectively another beta for Classic Plus, but for the Chinese market. And the Chinese market is drastically bigger than the NA-EU market, like we've established this already. I think China has more players right now than EU and NA combined. Which is not very surprising. Even League of Legends at 250 million global players, monthly unique active users, has less players in the Chinese mega regions alone. But effectively, when the Chinese region gets this, chat, NA and EU is next. This is coming out November 2025 for the Chinese region. Us in NA and EU will be looking at getting this early mid next year. So we're probably looking at a February, March release for this one for next year for NA EU, depending on how the Chinese player base receives it. Or the worst option, we don't get this at all. We literally get told, go fuck yourself. Because this isn't a seasonal server, it's a forever progression server. It's going to last 4 to 5 years because it's every single version of Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath of the Lich King in one ginormous server. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I am absolutely astounded that the Chinese mega region is getting this before anybody else. And I'm excited for it, because if China gets it, we get it next, hopefully. So thank you all for watching. Ebonhard out. I'll see you guys whenever this comes out. Peace.